as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Oh, you got deep?
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Ready?
On 1st and 10. Moore flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sliding it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3.5 to go, 1st quarter.
All day, dog.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, show.
Here's Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Tighten down. There you go. Shit.
4 down.
Shit.
Now gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 40 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
15.
58, boys, 58. 58, come on. Charlie, you don't want none.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On first down, gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Gurley. Ooh, the juke. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Go, 12, let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Third and long. It's gone. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on fourth down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
At the 46-yard line.
Yellow.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down, it's McCoy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
15.
Right there. 54, right there.
By 7, let's go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Clay Matthews. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Good to go. Like playing.
53. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They try right side here. Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Back. Super 66.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Okay, partner, let's mix things up a bit. This is something that's been a staple of morning television programs for a long time. Let's bring it to Madden. Some power rankings. Give me your top 5 through 7 weeks.
All right, I'll start with number 5, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson. He can throw it as well as run it, but his running, that's so exciting. Number 4, the Green Bay Packers. Looks like Aaron Rodgers and his head coach, Matt LaFleur. Looks like they're in sync, and the Packers are playing awfully well right now. Number 3, San Francisco. Their defense built to travel. They can play anywhere and take on anyone, and they run the ball on offense. Number 2, New Orleans. They've survived without Drew Brees. In fact, they flourished with Teddy Bridgewater, and their defense, vastly underrated, one of the top 3 in the league. And last but not least, shocker, New England. And I did think about putting New Orleans ahead of New England, but New England's defense is the best in the league, and Tom Brady on the other side, they still reign supreme.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Echo.
Mike 5-4.
From the 39, Mahomes, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, I would throw in there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Giants at Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the NFC North.
And everyone says the same thing about them. They have great talent. That's a really good football team. Hard to believe they're at 2-3-1 right now.
Last but not least, what about the Steelers hosting Miami Monday night? They cannot lose that one.
They absolutely cannot, because Baltimore is threatening to run away with the division. Pittsburgh has to have that game on Monday night.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Shell.
Hey, watch it.
Gurley. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Super.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, exit.
Rip left. Play 56.
Average wall.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check it back.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 4.
43.
McCoy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, 15.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Attack, attack!
Mike 54. Mike 50. Pretty quiet, D.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Rams 13, Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Hold on. Check.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, orbit.
Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike 56.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
43 to Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Don't let him breathe, defense. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. 180.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Attack.
54. Mark. 54.
50, yellow.
54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's go one more.
Now McCoy. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yellow.
Here we go again.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Yellow.
Watch 42. Check 42.
This is the fullback, Sherman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Yellow. White. Motion.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 11-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Sherman, the fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. where it came from.
The Chiefs on third down. They've